Now it's time for our featured story of the night. All right. Last time we did an award show, we had a lot less time than we thought we did. We were talking about a lot of different categories. A lot of stuff was going by way too fast. So I want to dive into the Screen Actor Guild Awards that happened last night. So Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, if you will, had their awards ceremony last night on Netflix. Now, here's the one thing that was confusing to me. You say Netflix, right? And it wasn't on the actual Netflix. It was on the Netflix YouTube page.
YouTube.
Yeah, which they have like as Fran Drescher said, they're going to hopefully have this happen every year is the plan. So over and over again. The one thing I'll tell you about that was a good thing about this going right into this before we get into any kind of results and any kind of discussion about all this was that people were allowed to swear, should be very open. There weren't commercials. It was straight through, and it was actually fun to see just it being about. There was no live performances, which is a little different too, but it was like just about the acting and the awards, and that was it. Which sometimes maybe that's what you want to do. You know, they had 1.5 million views, so did pretty good. It was at the Fairmount Century Plaza in Los Angeles, and there's a little bit of controversy, which I want to get into later. A little bit of controversy, and but let's just start off with our initial thoughts on the whole project. So, Chris, did you watch the Screen Actors Guild Awards, and what did you think about it being this different kind of format on YouTube?
The way it started, the way it was going through, like I thought it was better than past years. I thought it brought everyone together.
Which is what they should be doing all the time. It should always be like that.
Yes. What's that face for, Sabrina?
No, no face.
Or are you yawning at me?
But Chris, wasn't it good that it actually, like the uninterruptedness of it, the fact they were able to be about the awards, that was pretty cool, right?
About the awards and about being actor. And
not being played off.
Yeah, not being played off.
I didn't get played off.
Right.
That was my number one yay.
Right. They still had the 45 seconds joke, and but
like it was 45 seconds, and people kept on going way
beyond,
and they let them.
Everything, everywhere, all at once did like.
Yeah. They're like whatever.
And shout out to Jamie Lee.
Yes, Queen.
Do you want to talk about Jamie Lee right away, Chris? Is that the first one you want to get into?
Do it.
We can. Let's talk about Jamie Lee, because honestly, this was surprising, but also amazing, if you ask me. Because
very surprising. I was surprised.
All odds.
Yeah, I didn't think she was going to win this, but honestly, it was a great win for her. And wait, and I loved how she was like nepotism. She called it nepotism, but then she also said she's like well, nepotism because her dad, and that's how she got her first job. And then she got fired from her first job. And then that led to Halloween.
Yep. And she owned it. She owned it, and she kept on going, and she kept on going, and she didn't quit.
And she looked fabulous, didn't she?
And
she looked so gorgeous.
And I was so surprised that she won, and I was so happy she won, because she is really really a nice person and deserved everything she got.
Yeah, outstanding performance by a female actor in a supporting role. She won, and she beat out Angela Bassett. She beat out Carrie Corden and Michelle. Oh no, not Michelle. Stephanie. I'll bring this one up for everybody. But she beat out a bunch of people, and it's like from Wakanda Forever, from The Whale, from the Banshees of Inisherin, from Everything Everywhere All at Once. The thing is, she did great. I mean, honestly, it made sense to me. Like, give her this freaking award, I can
say she was shocked too. She was shocked that she won that. You could 100% tell she was shocked. Yeah. And I was so happy to see her up there shining and just taking in that moment that she deserved. And I loved it.
Yeah, it was so nice to see. Sabrina, what'd you think about that? Did you enjoy it? Were you surprised?
No, I wasn't, because I mean, I guess I was a little bit, but I knew Everything Everywhere All at Once was gonna sweep. Like it was
Huge.
such a different movie, and it was so fucking good, and the acting was so good in every category, and she was up against it the entire time, and she was so fucking good. She played so many different characters in one movie. Like from the lover with the hot dog hands to the fucking bitch rag wrestler to the fucking accountant. Like she was like literally like the most like I mean they all were. Anyone in that everyone in that movie was fucking epic. They played 12 different characters.
Yeah.
And that is so admirable to call on of an actor in any way, shape, or form, but in one film like to not get recognized for that is insane. And Angela Bassett is my fucking queen.
She's amazing.
Fucking amazing in everything she fucking does. And I would suspect that if Jamie Lee was going to win in any category or in any award ceremony, it would be with SAG because it's among peers. And it doesn't mean that Angela Bassett didn't do an amazing job because she fucking killed it. She killed it. But like
she did it with conviction.
As an actor, to see an actor play 37 different fucking parts in one part is insane. It's insane. And you're going against your peers. You're being voted on against your peers or with your peers, not against. I'm sorry.
Which is why it meant so much to so many people too.
Of course. And she was
her moment in time.
Oh my God, she was so spectacular. And I have so many like moments of, and it's all centered around Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was so amazing. And I'm so here for it and I'm so happy for it. But I just feel like I'm not surprised because of that. Although Angela Bassett was a fucking queen and she will always be a queen and she deserves everything that she has gotten. And I wouldn't be surprised if she walked away with the Academy Award as well. I just think
I feel like she might.
Yeah, I think so too. But I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis. If this was a place she was going to grab it, it would be here because it's amongst her peers and everyone who acts knows that was a fucking hard thing to fucking do.
It's so hard. Yeah, it was so good though. Like, and her chemistry with Michelle Yeoh was so great in that movie.
God,
I'm sorry.
They made out like
really quick. I'm not trying to take away from what you're saying, but Michelle Yeoh was wearing like a weird spaghetti situation dress, and it was amazing. She looked hot as fuck. And Jamie Lee Curtis had that red, like plunging, like hot as fuck. They all looked so fucking good.
So good.
Oh my God, so good. Offensive how good like they looked.
They look so, and of course, as we talk about Everything Everywhere All at Once, I think we should just keep talking about that because there's so many awards they won. Like I said, they won Best Picture, which is huge too. And here again, they're all together right here, and it's just like the fact that they were able to do that, and to hear James Hong up there, and like his talk about how when he started to where he is now, and how hard it was for for Asian actors to get here and to have this opportunity. And he's like, he made a joke, and the joke was like, I could tell people like, when you talk about taping people's eyes like this, I was like, oh shit,
They gave him the floor though, like that.
They did, which is awesome. He's like 90.
That speech was fucking epic.
Yeah, he's like 95 years old, they said. Yeah. I mean, Sabrina and I actually worked with him before. He was on a little show called The Thundermans before, and so awesome. And he was hilarious. He thought I was like his personal assistant. He loved me. I was like, he'd be like, you boy. And I'm like, yes.
Can I have a taco? No, I'm just kidding.
It made me laugh because he was like, as you see him in the movies, he's kind of like that in person, but it's hilarious. Like he's cracking jokes constantly. And he was like messing with me the whole time. It was actually really fun to see him in person, to see his energy. And I'm happy he got this too, especially like you hear about his whole career. He's talking about, was it Charleston Heston was SAG president when he was like, when he first started?
The first movie he was ever in was with Charleston Heston.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is insane. Yeah. But I mean, it's so good. They also get outstanding performance by a cast they got in a motion picture. They also won, let's see. Michelle, of course.
Ki Huang
Oh,
won for
let's talk about his speech for a second, because that was really emotional. Being the first like Asian American to win this award,
ever,
right?
ever.
Ever. Sabrina, what did you think about this when you heard this and his emotional speech about it too?
I mean, I don't know about his specific speech. Like I am all in for him, like all day, from the Golden Globes to the People's Choice to this. He will win the Oscar, in my opinion. I just think that this is like such his when they announced everything everywhere all in once as the winner for the ensemble. Like if you just watch him, like he's jumping up and down like a little bee. He's so
He was.
excited.
He was so excited.
He was like, like it was so fucking cute. Like he is just the embodiment of an excited actor. He is the embodiment of what everyone should be when they win an award. And it was so amazing to watch, as it is every fucking time. Like
It's inspirational. It's
very inspirational.
Oh,
like, Chris, you heard his speech. What do you think, Chris? His speech was great, right?
So good.
The speech, to sit there and watch and see somebody's dreams come true, and like after years and years and years of being told no, and him get up there and say to you, I made it. Like this is I made
this
it.
Is possible.
Like, this is possible. And Jamie Lee too said, even though like, you know, the nepotism thing, it is
possible. It was good she cracked a joke about it. It was fun.
Yeah. It is possible. It is possible. And when you watch these actors, and this is why I like the SAG Awards, I really do, because you're watching something that you want to do, and you see them say it's possible. No matter where you are, you could do it. And that brings like a smile to my heart, and like gives me some kind of confidence to pull, like, you know, just to, I don't know, just to be comfortable in auditioning or not trying to
just
hold
pushing
back
yourself.
So much. It's inspirational.
Yeah.
And God damn it, the fucking guy did it.
Yeah, just the way he talked about it, like how this is for everybody.
70 years ago. 70 years ago.
They did.
He was told it didn't matter what, like, you know, Asian people fucking had to do with acting. And now an entire picture, pretty much. You know, won a fucking Academy Award. And he even said, he made a joke about Jamie Lee Curtis. He's like, even though you're not, you know, Chinese, Lee is a very strong Chinese name.
Right.
I love it. That was great. I really like that a lot. Yeah, he said his mother's name was that too. Was Lee?
It was Lee something. I wish I could. I should remember, but I don't.
And
it was so good.
It's good. It's good to watch these people.
And she was so good. I mean,
kind of step. They weren't like like when you watch the Oscars, like that's like. You know, like
yeah,
almost theatrical.
Yeah, but this felt.
Let's see if they can live up to this.
Like, it was more.
This is more about the acting.
The heart.
Yeah, I feel like this is more of a like an actors award, because like it's,
of course,
it's by your peers, you know.
Yeah.
Like the Academy can be schmoozed, like the fucking Golden Globe. It's,
you're gonna go to.
You're voted on by your peers, and like that is such a great honor, in my opinion.
It really is. And Michelle Yeoh, I was gonna say her speech was awesome too.
Oh,
when she for best actor, like it was just
her
like
dress was so fucking weird, but so fucking cool. Like, I couldn't take my. I'm like, what is happening with that? But I love it. Like it was so amazing. It was so amazing.
I just love like how she just had that moment where she just said "fuck."
Yeah.
And then and the fact that it wasn't censored and it was so real and so raw and so like honest, you know? And it was just it was so good. And I felt and everyone cheered, you know, everyone was like so excited for her. And then she's like pulled herself back together because again, it's the peers thing. Like she's like people really
each other so fucking much.
I
like,
know that's what I got from that. That's exactly. Exactly.
Outstanding performance by a female actor in leading role, by the way, just so 100% to clarify. But it was so real, so good. I loved it so much.
It was like,
and she deserves it.
Everybody supported it was just like, it really made my heart feel good.
A couple things that I was kind of surprised about was like Sam Elliott. When Sam Elliott won for outstanding performance by a male actor in a television movie or limited series, I kind of thought, again, this is a kind of mix-up or kind of a, not a mix-up, but it's kind of a switch from all the other award ceremonies. You know, Evan Peters has been winning this.
There were a lot of different things,
Yeah, Evan's been winning this role or this award, but you know, Sam Elliott won it, which I think is great. I still haven't seen 1883, but he's an awesome actor, and I think like he's up in his career now, and he's been delivering performance to performance to performance that's just amazing. So this is one of those opportunities. And he was shocked he got it too. You could tell like he was just like, he was like, oh shit, what the hell? And he walks up there and he pulls a piece of paper out. Like you can tell he's like, I wasn't expecting this, you know?
And that was a great moment also. Like he was like
there were a lot of upsets. Like, I mean, let's talk about the elephant in the room. No pun intended. The whale, Brendan fucking.
Wait, hold on. Let's wait for that. Let's wait for that one. Let's wait for that one. I want to wait for that one till the end because I have a lot to talk about that. But let's wait on that. So, Sam Elliott was like kind of one of those things where I was like, okay, kind of, you know, I was shocked. I thought he did a good job, which makes sense. Another person that I was surprised about though too was Jessica Chastain. I was surprised that she won too. I just was like, and she's great. She's a great actor, but I just was I was shocked a little bit.
And she was so good in that series.
You could tell that she was shocked too.
Yeah.
But Chris, what do you think about her like getting this award? Do you think that was pretty amazing for her and it's a great moment or what?
Of course, I think she deserved it. And I think she was shocked. I think
I think she was.
Shit.
Outstanding performance by a female actor in a television movie or limited series. And she was up against Emily Blunt, Julia Garner, Niecy Nash, Amanda Seyfried. You know, she was up against a bunch of different people that you think that's like, who's going to get this?
I thought Amanda, what's her name?
Seyfried. Yeah, Seyfried. I always butcher her.
I thought she was gonna win because she always does the underground. What do you call it? I don't know.
Like independent stuff, right?
I don't know. Yeah. I thought she was
gonna.
I thought Nikki Nash was gonna get it. Actually, I thought she was gonna get it for Dahmer. Niecy Nash. I butcher all the names. That's my job. I butcher all the names, and that's why when we do Fridays, it's not a good one for me. Whenever time Brian butchers a name, he drinks. That's gonna be in the next Friday one. But
I think it's when you do an impression, you drink. But I'll take that too.
But I was surprised. I mean, I could tell she was surprised though too that she won, and it was I mean. But you know what? You just never know. This is your peers voting for you.
Alarming.
Of her?
Yeah.
I thought she looked cute. I thought it was a good picture of her.
That's alarming. She looks Madonna-ish and also Joanna-ish. I'm not really sure what's happening.
She has a little Joanna look to her a little bit.
That's weird.
Yeah, Chris would like that.
Weird.
I don't think Chris would like it. It's weird. It's weird.
Well,
a lot of things happening.
I think that was a surprise type thing. I mean, there's other people too that were, you know, I think were just surprised but good, you know. Another speech I want to talk about before we get to Brendan is Jennifer Coolidge. Coolidge, she literally was crying. She had tears in her eyes, and you could tell like she told the story about her dad taking her to they go see, you know, that play and how it changed her life, and she was just like, you know, I just want to be an actor, and how emotional she got. It was so great to see. And again, it was the peer thing for her too. She's the winning these awards, but the peer thing's huge.
I will say this. I fucking love her more than anything in the world. And I sat through 2 hours and 10 minutes of the worst movie I've ever seen just to see 5 minutes of amazing Jennifer fucking Coolidge. Might ask what movie I'm talking about? It's called Shotgun Wedding. She was amazing. The movie is
great.
shit. The movie is shit. She's fucking like anything she touches is amazing. Like obviously she's not power to make a piece of shit amazing, but she is so.
But where is
fucking
she
good.
coming from? All of a sudden, like she
No.
is like.
It's not all of a sudden. She has always been.
No, it
a
is
tour de
all of a
force.
sudden. Everyone's talking like it's been the past.
Well, now she's on everyone's radar, but she always has been amazing.
Yeah.
Like look at all the Christopher Guest movies. Look at like fucking.
Yeah, she should have been.
Excuse me.
She's great.
No, she is literally one of the funniest people on the fucking planet.
I know.
And
I know.
anything she does is gold. Like, and I will watch her in anything. There are very few actors that I like. If they're in it, I'll watch it. And again, I sat through a fucking 3-hour piece of shit, 2-hour and 10-minute piece of shit called Shotgun Wedding, just so I could see her 5 minutes of amazingness. And I encourage you to watch it and fast forward to her parts because she is fucking gold. Gold.
She's
gold.
She's I don't. She doesn't care about J-Lo apparently, Sabrina, or Timothy Olyphant. But
fuck J-Lo, and it's not Timothy Olyphant. It's Josh Duhamel, bro.
I always mix those two up. Always mix those two up.
No,
I don't know why.
Yeah, no, definitely not Timothy Olyphant. It's Josh Duhamel, who was also super hot and amazing. And Cheech Marin and Darcy.
Oh yeah, Cheech is in there.
Why do I always call her Darcy? What's her name? Janet.
Janet from The Good Place.
Yeah. I love that. I love that fucking show.
Yes.
Janet from The Good Place is there. She's a kind of a cunt, but she's there. And also Lenny Kravitz. He's there.
There's also someone who I was also like not surprised they won this, especially because Sabrina and I just actually started watching this show. But Abbott Elementary won for outstanding performance by an ensemble in a comedy series.
I gotta start watching this because
it's so good.
It's so good, Chris. You need to watch it.
It's so good.
It's really funny. The cast overall just does a great job.
Bronson's a fucking brilliant fucking bitch. I'm gonna give her a boss bitch, brilliant bitch, fucking double star fucking takeover. She's amazing.
They were in the opening, right? They were in the opening.
The opening was hilarious.
4 feet tall. Like you can't miss her. She's 4 feet tall down there.
No, she had some kind of
a giant shoe on, so she can be tall.
I forget what it was, but
Sabrina, who plays the principal again?
Who plays the principal? The principal, I mean, on the show, her name is Ava. She's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Ava. She in the beginning, Ava's like, they come up with the camera
annoying.
and she's like, you taking my order? You taking my order? Who? Yeah. I would like this. It was really, but she played it the same kind of way she was playing that part. Yeah, it was hilarious. It was really good. And then they went on stage.
Bronson is fucking hilarious.
It was
the white chick who put. I wish I knew these people's names. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing you justice because you're all fucking amazing. But the white South Philly girl with the red hair, she's like, oh, you talking about South Philly? Like hilarious. Fucking who is? Oh, there she is. Sherry. What is her name? Sherry. Who sang the Black National Anthem at the fucking Super Bowl? Oh my God, she is a force to be reckoned. She is
Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Thank you.
Yeah, Cheryl Lee Ralph. Oh, she's so good.
Literally one of the most.
And Lisa Ann Walter plays Melissa on this show. This is Sabrina was talking about.
Of life. She is so fucking amazing. Yes, thank you, Brian. Also amazing.
She's like the best part of that show, really.
I think she really is.
I mean, she's so great.
Shirley Ralph is the fucking golden. I mean, you can't when she is on screen, you cannot take your eyes off her, and you cannot not love her. And I will say this: the janitor should be Mark Anthony. I'm sorry, janitor, sir. You seem like an amazing person, but you should be Mark Anthony Williams because that would really make it the ensemble amazing. Mistake.
Even the moment where they had with let me think what else to talk about. Oh, the Fran Drescher moment I want to talk about for a second. So Fran Drescher came out. Our SAG president came out there, and the one thing I'll say about her is she had some good points, but also offensive. Also you're the SAG president. This is your moment to shine, and she fell very flat to me. Like I thought that she would maybe try to stand out and be like and like unite us in a way, but she was just reading a teleprompter. And to me, if I were SAG president, not that I'm pitching myself for SAG president one day.
I am SAG president.
But if I were SAG president, Yeah, if I were SAG president, that would be like my inaugural speech right there. I would be on that shit. I'd be like talking to my peers and be like, this is what we gotta do. This is my moment. Because the president doesn't get that moment. And the biggest thing she said in that whole speech was this. She said that, I mean, low key, under the radar, no more vaccine mandate. That's what she said in that speech, which it's cool, you know, whatever. But that's what she said. She said that everyone gets back to work because everyone needs to get back to work. That's 100% agreed, you know, but like, give us a speech about it though, you know, talk about what we went through, actually get into it and tell us like,
how about the writer's strike, bitch? That's going to happen in 5 minutes. So
she didn't mention
kindly.
that.
Kindly.
She couldn't speak. Her friend was in the backstage, the past president who screwed us all.
Gabriella's back there.
Gabriella
and her best friend, and then she went up and she.
Yep.
This is perfect. This picture next to Chris is so good.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Shut the fuck up.
I agree.
That's our SAG president. But my biggest beef, really, like I said, it's like, this is your moment. Like, we really don't see her do much stuff like this, like in person.
Don't do anything.
In front of your peers, this is your chance. And then to me, she didn't
Chris,
really
that
just
was actually a really good impression.
Thank you.
Yeah, but she didn't grab the balls in the moment and fucking seize them and fucking do something good, you know? She didn't grab them and squeeze and be like, I'm the fucking president, you know? She just kind of was like, I read a teleprompter and that's
she's
it.
a fucking puppet, Brian. That's why. She's a fucking puppet.
That's a problem. That is a problem.
I'm a puppet. Chris, do it.
It looked like she had some kind, and I'm not making fun.
Chris, one more time, Chris.
Do the puppet. Just say, puppet.
In the way of the singing.
Puppet. Say puppet.
And this. And this.
But you have to say I'm a puppet.
And you'll all be good.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're not okay. All right. Yeah. So she came out and she had her little speech. You know, I mean, the biggest thing was the biggest point that I think is true. Everyone needs to get back to work. That's true. We have to get there. But you could have done it in a better way, if you ask me. Not that I'm running or pitching myself for president one day, but I still think that you could do better. That's all I'm saying. From one person who really believes in the union should be stronger than it is and be a better place for all actors, you could do better. That's all I'm saying. The Sally Field moment was great, though, too. I thought the Sally Field moment was so nice. Like the montage they had, or the montage about her career was great. And the fact that Andrew Garfield introduced her in his introduction, talking about his Aunt May, was so great. And and the way she talked about being Aunt May, she's like, I was Spider-Man's aunt. And she talks about, I was Forrest Gump's mom. You know, she goes through her career, and I'm like, you've had the best fucking career.
She really
and
has.
she was so humble. It's so nice.
And she also was 80 for Brady. So, I mean, how can you hate on her?
And she looked great, too, again. Like, and she's talking about being Mrs. Doubtfire.
She looks great all the time. She's like the badassest bitch in all of fucking town. Look at her. She's like fucking 79, and she looks like a goddamn. She looks like Catwoman. She looks like fucking Catwoman. It's offensive. It's offensive how hot she is.
So hot, too hot, can't handle Sally Field.
It's offensive how hot she is. Like, to normal people, you're like, that person's your grandmother, and she's hotter than you. Like, that's how offensive it is.
Springer's like, give me some of that.
I can barely get out of bed in the morning. Are you kidding?
And then, of course, before we wrap it up tonight, I want to talk about Brendan Fraser and his speech. Honestly, you could tell how much it meant to him to give him this opportunity to actually his peers being like, welcome back, we love you, and you deserve this. And that's what it felt like. And you could tell he was so emotional. He was breaking up, he was losing his shit, kind of like he did at the Critics' Choice Awards, but even more so in this. And talking about having a dream and pushing yourself, even though you don't think you're going to be able a chance to get there, that you can get there. And the fact that
people don't think in your head, you're thinking people don't think you can get there. And that fucks with you so much more. And it
was so good, right, Chris?
So good. So good.
It makes me love him even more every time I see him talk like that. And he's looking better and better, this guy. This guy's getting himself into fucking ring shape. I think he's gonna go to WrestleMania this year or something. He's getting himself ready.
I'm getting a man boner over him, okay? Like he's fucking a cool dude.
I'm gonna say,
a great job.
I wouldn't go that far. But
I don't need 9 chubbies about it. Like, let's rein it in, okay?
If you watched like Doom Patrol, look at Sabrina, but you look.
I did watch Doom Patrol. Don't if I watch Doom Patrol me, I watched Doom Patrol.
Yeah,
and
but
he's amazing. I don't know what he's doing with those weird glasses, but like, more power to you, all black tuxedo gentlemen. Like, great. I'm sorry that you don't want 300 pounds anymore. Like, I don't know what you want. He's just being an amazing person and an amazing actor, which is what he's been doing the whole time. And in Doom Patrol, yeah, he was a little, hefty. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not judging him on his weight. I'm judging him on his fucking acting, and his acting has been stellar.
I'm just saying, I think he's in a better place in his life, I'm
gonna give you a better place in your ass, dude. That's super rude what you're saying.
I'm welcoming him back with open arms. I'm a big fan of his.
You're fat shaming him.
I'm not fat shaming him.
Yeah, you are.
I just say it looks great. I say it looks great.
What?
Can I say it looks great?
He didn't look great before.
No, I'm just saying it looks great. Looks like he's fucking loving life and doing great.
As a fat person, I know what it's like to be fat shamed.
Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. Chris, you got my back on this, Chris. He looks good, right?
He looks great.
Chris is scripted into a fucking... He's like Gollum. What is happening right now?
Are you kidding? He's like going straight cornholio on us.
I have COVID.
100%.
I have COVID, he says.
Are you kidding me?
I was kidding, by the way.
He's going straight cornholio on us. But yeah, overall, I think it was a really good show. I think they did great with this one. This is a good idea. Like, you put it on YouTube, you can watch. I mean, it's hard to watch these award ceremonies. Like,
I like to hear the people eat while people are accepting awards. I like to hear people with their forks.
Oh,
I heard a lot.
There was before we wrap it up, there was a little controversy, which I'm just kind of like, come on, people, calm down a little bit. So Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark was there, and he actually gave out the award.
Who won no awards?
He didn't win no, but he gave out the award for best ensemble cast, right? In a drama series, he gave it out to Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Why would he give it out?
Marky Mark, that's what they got. So
Marky Mark for that. That seems
The reason why people are giving shade on this shit is because back in April 8th, 1988, we're going back in time.
Seriously.
Mark Wahlberg went to prison for beating up 2 Vietnamese men with a 5-foot-long stick. And he said, effing Vietnamese people or something, and beat the shit out of them, apparently. So people online are going nuts, being like, why would you have Mark Wahlberg give this award to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once? Again, I'm like, people, you don't have enough. You have too much time in the day. Like, let this be. Like, it's just somebody giving out an award. I don't think this is something. It's weird. It is weird logistics. But, like, who would know that?
Fair, you could have picked 1 million people. Like, why would you pick him? I get it.
Yeah. Chris, what do you think? Do you think this was a bad idea to have him do it?
People are trying to dig up anything.
Look for controversy.
Let's get it going. Let's get along. Let's just shut the fuck up. How about? And if he's willing to do it, and just come on, just shut up. Just shut up.
Of course he's gonna do it. They're paying him money. That's not.
Well, I mean, but.
Well, it's even like look at the outstanding performance by an ensemble cast in the drama series. White Lotus won that. And people were giving shade about Audrey Plaza in the background, saying she's like talking shit about the performance or about everyone's speech while it was going on because she was like swearing, but she was swearing because apparently her top was coming off. And the person next to her told her that your top was coming off. And she's like, fucking shit or some shit like that. And she's touching her boobs and fixing it. But I'm like, that's her. People are like, oh, she's mad. I'm like, that's just her fucking dry humor. And her fucking tits are coming out. You know what I mean? So, I mean, people looking for drama everywhere. No, I'm sorry her tits are falling out. Pardon my tits. Pardon my tits.
Thank you.
I think
Thank you.
This show.
Thank you. Thank you, fucking Dexter. Also, Aubrey Plaza, no one's writing home about her. I mean, she's fine, but no one's
And
like, let's rein it in.
And people are like, why is she so mad when she was also with the girl who plays Wednesday in the new Wednesday show? Yeah, they were together, and they were both doing the. I mean, they're both kind of acting styles the same. That dry humor, like, oh, this is what's happening.
No,
they were playing it up. They were playing up even more for this, and people were giving shit saying she was mad. And I'm like, that's just she's making fun of her style. Like, calm down, people. But overall, I think it's a good format. I hope SAG keeps doing this, and I hope that other networks look at this too and say, this is the future.
Wait,
let's do this right.
Hold on. Can we just have like one brief moment on the fact that Steve Martin opened the show with?
Which was great.
With the whole, I'll fucking cut my fucking finger off if you fucking fuck with me one more fucking time. Like, that was hilarious.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then, what's her nuts came in. What's her name?
Selena Gomez came in, yeah.
Thank you. She's like, oh, you're nominated for the same thing. And she goes, well, let's just be real. Neither are going to win. And they were like, oh, I'm faking sorry about your faking bullshit. Like, it was pretty fucking, it was pretty fake and funny.
It was, then went to Colin Farrell afterwards, and they showed him as like,
yeah, very fake and funny.
And the fact that they're both like, oh, we're up for the same word. We can't talk anymore. And they're like, we're both going to lose anyway. So they gave each other hugs and they cried together.
Exactly. You're not going to win.
Yeah, they weren't going to win. They knew they were going to win. But it was good they're nominated, though. They're both phenomenal actors. They deserve to be nominated at least.
My God, amazing. But the whole thing was very funny.
It was really funny. Overall, I love the interactions where everyone would say, I am an actor, and they talk about their story, and they go throughout the whole show. That was really fun.
I feel like it's the most impactful of all the awards, like, because it's by your peers, and like they all have like it's about the actor. It's not about the grandiose bullshit of what it is. You know what I mean? It's about the actor, and I really appreciate that.
Goes a long way. Yeah, but as a great awards show, I was really pleased with it. I was happy with it. Overall, Chris, you were happy with it too, right?
I was very happy. This has been one of the best since a while. Like I said,
it's what they need to do more often of. I think they need to just kind of like delve into this world and make it right,
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens next. We'll see what the Oscars come out. It's not too long away, everybody. A couple weeks from there. Maybe we'll do a live show for that. We'll see what happens.
By the way, but do I know?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh yeah. Jimmy Kimmel. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. Can't wait.